You know, despite the fact that the BC Lions had some injuries, they came up with some of the most exciting and closest games that were seen this season. We're going to take a look at some of those games and some of the exciting moments of the Lions. The BC Lions open the season July 11th against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. It's Larry Key over left tackle 2 yards. That gives BC a 6-3 lead on their way to a big runaway victory of 28-4 over the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The second game is July 17th against the Montreal Alouettes. Once again, it is Larry Key, the speedback, over right tackle this time, 10 yards, the first touchdown of the game, and the Lions are on their way. On July the 24th, it's the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Taggy hits big Harold Holt for 19 yards. That puts BC ahead 15-7, and they go on to win this game 19-18. July 31st, BC over Saskatchewan 24-15. Larry Key can't find a hole over right tackle, goes wide, a couple of yards, and that touchdown clinches the victory and puts BC in first place. On August the 7th, one of the fine games of the season, as Edmonton and BC battle to a 14-14 tie. Leon Bright, this 16-yard pass for the touchdown, and ties the game at 7-7 at that point. On August the 28th, Calgary and BC in another one of their thrillers. Taggy to Terry Bailey, 25 yards for the touchdown. It ties the contest. Now this play, certainly a key of the BC season. Taggy is injured, must leave the contest, and in comes Joe Pau, who is the story of the second half of the season for the BC Lions. Maybe the key play of the year. Jimmy Young, his first reception of the season, 11 yards, touchdown, the win for BC 18-17. There were thrillers all the way for this BC club. This was 17-15. Pau, a hitch pass to Tyrone Gray, sent in from the bench by Mike Knott. Then on September 22nd, BC ran up a big score over Toronto. Leon Bright starts it off in a hurry. 101 yards by this brilliant punt returner. BC's ahead 12-0. Then John Henry White with an 8-yard run as BC wins it 34-25. Here's another one of those thrillers against Winnipeg. The final score 22-21. Pau to Harold Holt, the first touchdown of the game. And now if you're picking out key plays, this certainly would have to be one of them. Mike Holmes of Winnipeg can't find the handle. He fumbles. The ball is recovered by Mark Houghton, end zone for the touchdown, and BC win it 22-21 over the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. This is how the rest of the season games went for BC. The notable point being they were exciting, thrilling, mainly offensive contests all the way. For the fans, just tremendous entertainment. And so the final standings for the BC Lions, 9 wins, 6 losses, 1 tie, 19 points. That's how they got third place and this semifinal berth against the Calgary Stampeders this afternoon.